Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining Fun with Friends, where we have fun with our friends. Today we are talking to Jeff Nicholson, the Chief Executive Officer of Tracer. Hi Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, honored to be here.
All right, well I have a couple of questions. I just want to pick your brain a little bit.
All right, I love it. Can I ask a question first? Why was Dana on the show before I was?
I had to start with a female, you know.
Yeah, okay, I'm just saying.
Jeff, let's take it back a little bit to your roots. How did you know that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
I think you always kind of know, and then you accept it over time. My first entrepreneurial venture was actually selling lobsters. So my dad scuba dived every Sunday and would bring home lobsters and give them away for free. And I'm at the market one day with my mom, and I'm like, it's $7.99 a pound for a lobster. And my dad's like, hey, I caught 10 lobsters. Let's say they're a 2-pound average. You're sitting there and you're doing the math and you're going, you just gave away a lot of money. And I'm a little kid and I'm like, Dad, why are you doing this? And he's like, everybody loves the lobsters and I don't care. And so I convinced him to let me sell half of them. So I was allowed to take half of the lobsters and sell them to the neighbors. Now I sold at a discount, so the neighbors are still getting a great deal. Everyone got value in the equation. But I think I was charging like $4.99 a pound. And the neighbors were stoked to come over and haggle with me. And then, the coolest thing was my dad actually let me take the money and I got to make one bet a week on NFL with him. And it was to teach me that, hey, if you're going to earn the money, you can lose it just as easily. So if you want to risk it, then you got to understand what you're doing. So that was definitely my kind of learning curve into the business world early on.
So he taught you the value of money.
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's not about how much you make, it's how much you save.
Is that the lesson you'd take away from your early lobster days?
The biggest one for me was creating value for everybody in the equation. So my dad was happy because he was teaching me something and I could see it in his face. I was happy because I was making money and having a great time. And my neighbors were stoked because they're still buying lobsters at $4.99 a pound.
Right.
So I looked at it and I go, Dad, we're running a business and everyone we touch is having a great fucking time. And so that was probably the biggest thing I took away from it. I'm like, business doesn't have to be bad. You can have a great time. And I try to still kind of bring that back to this day.
What is your favorite part of business today?
I'd say two things. One is just winning new deals and finding solutions to things that people don't even know or don't see. So just really problem solving. And then the other one is just spending time with people I love. I mean, my business partners, one of my best friends and basically my little brother, Claire, who basically runs my life for the lack of a better term, is one of my best friends. It's a very nice thing to want to go to work every day and talk to everybody that you experience because they're all amazing, talented, and you enjoy them. So I would say those two things. I love the hunt and then I love the people I spend time with.
Yeah, so basically the exact same thing from selling lobsters to selling SaaS platforms.
A little bit. I like Claire a lot more than my old neighbors. Look at it that way.